Hi, everyone, and welcome to Distance Learning 2.0. All right, this is basically day 7 of all of our assignments. Let me first start off and explain how Distance Learning 2.0 is going to go if you haven't really heard already. The major ones for phys ed, everyone in school now has phys ed on A days. Okay? You also only take attendance in your first period class. Trying to make things a little easier for you and us. Going forward, here it is, day 7, the directions. Make sure you're always reading these. We're going to work on our second fitness log for several classes. Very similar to like what we did before, but now we're talking about skill-related components of fitness, and our first component is speed. All right, each class has a different one. Okay, when you see this on your end, there'll be a video here with a screencast that I'm making right now that'll help you explain everything. But there's also a slideshow here that you've kind of seen before. Slides 14 through 20 will really help you out with this portion of skill-related fitness. And then there's your copy of the fitness log. This whole log is going to be complete on April 22nd. All right, so like I said, if you go down to slide 14, that's the start of all these skill-related components. I've made a copy of this. Looks very similar to what you did last time when we talked about health-related, but now we're moving to the 6 skill-related. Once again, read all the directions. It's asking you to fill in the log. Here's that link to the slides again if you need it again. It says 14 through 20 will help you. And here's an example of what each entry of yours should look alike. So I made this one for speed. I got to pick an activity that relates to speed for the day. All right, so you can go out and do some sprints, for example. How long and what type? I did it for 30 minutes, and I wrote that I went running from the sidewalk of my house to my neighbor's house, which I measured to be about 50 yards, and I did it 10 times. Here's the big one, the explanation. Look, I've got a couple of good sentences here. Explain how the activity you are logging develops today's component of fitness and the benefit of that component. So if you go back to the slides, all that information here, this will really help you understand what's going on. So when I say today is speed, okay, speed is the ability to move quickly in order to cover a distance in a short period of time. I make it even a little more simple for you, getting from point A to point B as fast as you can. Here's some examples, and these are some examples you could do for your daily activity. 100-yard sprint in how many seconds, or a 1-mile run in how many minutes and seconds. Both of those are good examples of getting from A to B, but we want to know how quickly you do that. So let's go back to the log. I said I was doing sprints, okay? Here's my explanation to show me that you understand what the actual component of fitness is. So speed is how fast you can get from point A to point B. My sprints were about 50 yards long. I did 10 of them, and each time I had my brother time me. I would do a sprint, and then he did a sprint. We both did 10 sprints. I beat my brother every time. We were seeing how fast it took us to run the 50-yard distance. What's the benefit of speed? I can get to places quicker. I can beat somebody to a ball in a game. I can steal a base in baseball. All right? So now it's your turn. You're going to continue to finish this log. Okay? You can see each day, like I said, everyone is now doing phys ed on A days only. You have a new component. All right? So the first one's speed. Then the next time you do agility, power, coordination, reaction time. You're filling in these parts, and this is the real meat and potatoes. Remember, this slideshow will help you understand each element. Now, I am challenging you a little bit this time because I'm not giving you the benefit, all right? But these are things I think you're more familiar with, so you should be able to really tell me what the benefit of each component is on your own. All right, lastly, a couple reminders. Your third quarter grades, that was everything before we started remote learning. Those are up on the portal. So please check those. And if you have any questions, email me. All right. All the distance learning stuff we're doing, the e-learning, is all going to become the fourth quarter grade. Lastly, my wife, good news, is expecting, my wife and I are both expecting the baby this week. So there is a chance you might not hear from me for a few days, or there might be a sub taking over my class. But either way, you have enough work on this log to keep you going all the way till the 20th of April. The assignment will be due April 22nd, just like it says in the directions. All right. Wishing you guys all the best. I miss you. Hope you're staying active. Hang in there.